How's it going, gamer heroes? I am Akiro, and today I'm going to be showing you another game that has hand tracking, which is Waltz of the Wizard. So if you own a copy, it's a free update that you can actually use your hand tracking on the Oculus Quest. Now, I'm just going to kind of talk to you about this one in particular because compared to the others, this one was a good start to really explore hand tracking of what you can do when it comes to spell casting and movements and locomotion. I mean, that was the one thing about the moment of not having controllers is the fact of how would you as a person move around. There are other applications that kind of gives you that option, but this one was a good start as well. Overall, when it came to hand tracking, grabbing items was a little bit finicky. If it falls on the floor, you can lock onto it and then kind of close your hands and it'll zoom to your hands, just like if you was using the controllers. But if the Oculus doesn't sense your hands, you may lose the item and have to try to struggle in picking it up. I've had those moments. When it came to moving around at first, I didn't really understand the concept. They said to make a gun finger, but that didn't work. So I had to do it in a way where it showed the palm of my hand and showing the gun, which actually gave it a little bit of a better accuracy. I don't know, I can't really explain why that worked compared to how they showed me on the screen. But overall, when it came to trying out the different spells, that was fun. I mean, you're doing each one and you're able to kind of cast it, interact. They showed some at least um, physical objects that it won't transparent through your hand at least. So it gives you an idea of what you can do. Now, of course, you ain't going to get that feedback when you're kind of interacting with it, but once the object hits the hand, you know when to stop and you know when to kind of bump it or something like that. So sure, everybody would like that haptic feedback of feeling the object on their hand, but time, it takes time. It takes time. So I'm going to leave you with this gameplay of all the interactions of every single object I have played in this game. Mostly the spells, nothing too much, because again, the game was more of a interaction demo. It wasn't much of a game, but it was a nice guide to VR during its time. So leave comments if you have any suggestions, and I'll see you guys another time.
Powers in the north and south that can't be seen with naked eyes. Bring them under your control and make everything magnetize. Planted by a witch who had a closet full of junk. She imagined she'd fit more in there if all her items shrunk. In skull culture, it's generally considered rude to point.
Too small! Too small!
wizard once became annoyed at catching too small fish, so he made a potion that would make them bigger on his dish. Poke something. How will I fit on the table? Why anyone would want to, it's difficult to say. But use the spell and you'll let out a swarm of frogs to play. Poke an object. Poke it. Rabbit. Oh no! Rabbit! My mind! Rabbit! It's changing! Cursed hands makes objects fly and flutter by. Hold very still for them to land, and you may meet the butterfly. Just poke something! Spoke of strings that tie reality together. Bring things under your control by pulling on their tether. Reach out for an object to set it in swift motion. Once it's moved for long enough, it ends with an explosion. Poke something. Whee! vision stirs the planet, its potential endless. Unleash it through your fingertips. The whole world is your canvas. Its destructive power, grow a fire in your hand, and destroy your town. Chained by what it weighs, but with this power it will seem like they're in outer space. Simply touch something. Try another ingredient. A recipe contains one ingredient from each category. Why are you using two ingredients of the same kind? Try another type. When you're weak and weary and about to lose it, take a deep breath, touch the world, and listen to its music.